Hey friends, Doug with D&E in the garage here. I was driving to work the other day when I had a bright idea. Let me explain. For those that don't know, these are my in-cab winch controls. If you want to know how I installed these, check the card up in the corner. Anyway, it occurred to me that this whole little setup right here is basically a DC outlet on the front of my Jeep. So I got to thinking, what kind of things could I power with a DC outlet? Well, obviously, I can power my winch, which I do for my plow. I got to thinking, why couldn't I power a light, you know? A light I could plug in when I want to and disconnect when I don't need it. And that is what led me to this project. What this is a PIAA light that I got at the junkyard for $3. It's an extension cord that I got from Wal Mart for like $9, and a magnet that I got from work for free, but I imagine you could find anywhere for $5, $10 if you really wanted it. The point is this: I now have a portable work light that I can plug into this switched DC outlet on the front of my Jeep. If I'm working on the Jeep on the side of the road, I can take this out, changing a tire, doing God knows what. Or if I'm plowing with this magnet, I can stick that on the front of the Jeep, and while it's not pretty, it is certainly going to give me quite a bit of light. Now what I did was, this PIAA light came with an 85 watt bulb. I decided to switch that out for a 100 watt bulb. Cost me, what was it, $9 I think for the bulb? Doesn't matter. Point is, any light you get, you go find, these are these Hellas I found at the junkyard for $5. I mean, any kind of light you wanted, you could very easily wire a extension cord into the back, wire yourself up a DC outlet like what I have done. Again, card in the corner if you want to know how I did that, and give yourself a portable light. Now this one's on a 25-foot extension cord, so I could do anything around my vehicle, and certainly anything around a friend's vehicle with this 25 feet. So I'm gonna go over quickly how I put this light together. I mean, it's not complicated. You open the light up, there's a black wire that goes to ground and a white wire that goes to hot, and it's pretty much all there is to it. You obviously do not need the third prong here. I mean, that thing is not needed in a setup like this, as it is in fact DC current. Not super complicated.
I'm not going to go into too much detail about how to disassemble the light, because every light is going to be different. In my case, this PIAA had 2 screws. I undid them, I took the lens off, I was able to pop the whole assembly out. Inside of every light, the one thing that's going to be constant, there's going to be a black wire, there's going to be a white wire. Locate your extension cord, locate the black wire and the white wire. If there are any additional wires, you can disregard them. Connect black to black, white to white. You can use butt connectors, you can solder them. I suppose if you really want to, you can twist them together and use electrical tape. As long as black is to black, white is to white. Once that is done, you can seal the light back up. In my case, I had to break a silicone barrier when I disassembled the light, so I'm using some red RTV to reseal this light. The only reason I'm using red is because that's what I had. You can use Permatex, silicone, any waterproof adhesive that you have lying around is going to do the trick. Once you have the light sealed back up, you're going to want to figure out how you want to mount this light. What do you need for your purposes? In my case, I wanted to have a magnet, so I located this magnet for like a CB radio. I got mine out of a scrap bin at work. You could probably get one online very inexpensively. I suppose you could use a hook, whatever you're going to need. I wanted to be able to magnet mine to my hood. The key here is there's the mounting pin that comes on this light. It fit very well with the magnet I happen to have. Again, a hook would work. I suppose you could do nothing and just have the light sitting there, you know, whatever works for you. The point of this project is making it a custom work light for your purposes.
Alright, so I have the circuit turned on. All I need to do is take this end of the extension cord, which is attached to that light, go ahead and plug it in, and there we go. I have a 100 watt work light, I have a 100 watt spotlight, It cost me, I mean, in this case, about $20 because I needed to buy, I chose to buy a new light bulb for it, which was a little more powerful. The extension cord was $10. This light was about $3 in the junkyard. Could have done it for $13, you know, didn't have to buy the new bulb, but I chose to in this case. Alrighty friends, here's the beauty of this project. This could be as cheap as you want it to be. I mean, you could do this with an old headlight if you really wanted it bad enough, an old extension cord you had lying around. I chose to use some new components. I chose to upgrade the bulb, which meant that this whole project cost me about $25, give or take, but it didn't need to. I mean, you could probably do this for under $10 if you really wanted to. And now you have a reliable source of light when you are out there on the trail, out on the side of the road, or just for working. You know what I mean? I hate having to charge the battery on my work lights. Very often I will tackle a project that takes me 12 hours. You know what I mean? Like, it takes me a long time. It takes me all day, and a battery is just not up to the task. So having a light like this lying around is a very, very cool thing. Even if this is not a project that you think you're going to tackle yourself, I hope you found this video entertaining, amusing, maybe even a little educational. If you did, by all means, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment down in the squawk boxes. Let me know what you think of this project. I think it was a good idea. I'm really excited to have this thing. Let me know what you think though. And by all means, if you tackled this project, I would love to know about it. I'd love to know if somebody else out there did the same thing. Let me know what you did different. Let me know what you did the same. As always, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.